You decided you wanted to take me on this trip. You decided you want to do this, that, and the third. That don't mean that I have to do what you want me to do. Like, just because, like, that's why. All right, you guys. So, yes, this story time is one that I have been wanting to tell, okay? Because, child, this experience to me was just a crazy experience in general. This experience with this particular person. So, y'all, I'm gonna call this person, I think I'm gonna call him Snag, okay? Because let me tell y'all, y'all, I'm low-key embarrassed, but okay, you know what? No, I'm gonna start with the flown. I don't even consider this flown out, but we went on vacation. So I'm gonna start with this video. That's what I'm gonna talk about in this video, and then I have other story times about this particular person. Not too many though. I have a couple. I got a couple, but not just a whole lot, but a couple. Okay, so y'all, this guy Snag. Okay, I don't want to tell y'all why I'm calling him Snag, but if you get it, then you get it, girl. But let me tell you this. I'm going to start out real with it, okay? I don't want to say never, because I don't like, you know, everybody is different. But if you are a person who physical appearance means something to you, stick to that, okay? Because don't ever like go outside of that and date somebody that is below whatever your standard is when it comes to physical appearance. I don't care about people saying that that's shallow, or I don't care what anybody has to say when it comes to physical appearance. Listen, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Trust that. Because I'm not saying it like, oh, you know, I'm the most beautiful person in the world, or, you know, whatever, but some people are going to be attracted to me. Some people are not going to be attracted to me. Some people might think I'm cute. Some people might think I'm alright. Some people might think I'm hella ugly. It is what it is. They're entitled, okay, with the brain swing, period. And they're entitled to that opinion, right? So it is what it is. But whatever looks good to you, whatever your scale of 1 to 10, or however you know, measure that, stay within the range where you are physically attracted to that person. Because just trying to like, oh, this person is nice, oh, they this, they that, and you are not physically attracted to them, clipped. Because if shit go bad, all you can ever think, I can't say all you can ever think. For me, when shit went south, the only thing I could, not even when shit went south, because it didn't have to be south, I was not physically attracted to this person. So it was just like, I kept telling myself like, they're nice, you know, X, Y, and Z, they treat me this way, and blase. But I was never really into them for real. Like, I tried to force myself to be into them because I thought they were a good person. But when shit goes sour, like I said, when shit hit the fan, or when shit, it's just like, you was ugly anyway. Like, why did I even, you know what I'm saying? Listen, you know how some girls say, you know, when it comes to a man that doesn't have a lot or whatever, she rather cry in a Lexus than in a bucket, or whatever the hell, in a mansion than in a, you know, whatever, on the side of the street if the nigga homeless. I don't know. But my point is, listen, if I'm going to get hurt, but if I'm going to put myself in a vulnerable position, I wanted to be with somebody that I am actually attracted to. I mean, the fault is going to be on me if shit goes sour. Well, okay, I ain't going to say the fault is on me. But my L is my L. But the L look different when you taking an L from somebody that you were actually attracted to, than it being that extra factor of, and this motherfucker ugly. And I don't even like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know what I'm saying. The girls who get it, get it. If you don't, you don't. I'm not trying to offend nobody. We all have our preferences. Again, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. We all, you know, can look at all. It could be a whole group of all of us that's watching this video. All of us could be looking at one person and see this person in a completely different light. So, you know what I'm saying? What's cute to me ain't gonna be cute to you, per se. You know what I'm saying? You could be, but it's not just because I think it's cute don't mean that it's cute across the board, right? So, right. Okay, you get it. Got it good. Okay, so boom. I done talked 5 minutes about all of that to say this. Okay, so I started talking to this guy. And the way that, I don't want to tell the backstory because I feel like that's a story in itself, like a full story. So I'm going to hold that. But we're going to jump ahead to probably about 4 or 5 months of me talking to this guy, Snag, okay? So Snag is, should I describe him? I kind of don't want to describe him because I feel like if I describe him, he wasn't attractive to me. He wasn't my type at all. Like nothing about him was my type, okay? So I was not physically attracted to him in any way. So, however, the way that he approached me, the way that he I don't want to say chased me, but he pursued me, the way that he pursued me, you know, caught my attention. And I thought, wow, this guy's really sweet. He's really nice, blah, 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 blah. You know, I'm going to give him a chance, even though, you know, again, I'm not attracted to him, right? Okay, so boom, hold that thought. Okay, y'all. So, okay, y'all. So, I think for video sake, so that you guys can like really, I'm gonna go ahead and describe them, okay? So let's get into it. So y'all, I am about 5'2", 5'3". I'm not very tall at all. This guy had to be about 5'4", 5'5". So extremely short. Okay, whatever. He was dark skinned, which, you know, I like dark skin. That, you know, wasn't, okay. I'm not really a fair skinned person. Like yellow, I don't like yellow boys particularly. Although I have like dated, like light-skinned guys before, but that's not when it comes to preference. But that don't mean that they automatically like are unattractive, but that's just not, you know, I like, you know, like caramel browns, chocolate, you know, skin tone. Anyway, this guy was dark skinned, about 5'4", 5'5", super short. He had like, yo, he had like a big head, like a big forehead, and y'all, I'm so embarrassed to say this because, girl, what the fuck? But, y'all, one of his front teeth was missing. Okay, but check this out, though. This guy, he owned a car shop, like a repair shop. So, and he did like body work and stuff on cars too. So he did like, he was real big like in the car world, in the car industry. So he, you know, was a mechanic. His main thing though was like painting cars and like designing cars and all kind of stuff. Like he could build cars and shit. So he was very successful. He also like did he did some other stuff too, where he made like, he had a lot of like different sources of income, right? So he was well off when it comes to financially and successful business wise, right? So I do not understand why this nigga didn't have no tooth. You know, I was like, okay, again, with the way that he I was about to say persuaded. The way that he, you know, he was getting at me was very sweet. The way that he did it was like very different from anything that I had really ever experienced in a guy like trying to pursue me or anything like that. So it caught my attention. Also, I knew him like from when we were kids and stuff. So he actually was like, I don't know, was he like, he might have been like 8 years, 6 to 8 years older than me or something like that. 6, 7, 8 years older than me. So, but like his people and where I'm from is the same area, right? So I knew I was familiar with who he was, but like it was never given that, okay? Never. But like I said, again, the way that he pursued me or whatever, it was different. It caught my eye. I'm like, okay, you know, let's see what he's talking about or whatever. So anyway, that whole situation, I'm gonna tell that story at a different time. We're gonna fast forward until about maybe, like I said, about 4 or 5 months of us talking. So pretty much we're talking like every day at this point, okay? And one day he asked me like if I could go anywhere, anywhere within the United States, where would I want to go, like on vacation? And so within the United States, I said Hawaii. And so yeah, the whole Hawaii thing. Okay, so this was like this was like during the pandemic, like towards the end of the pandemic type of time. Now, mind you, at this time I had been single for a very long time, but I would kind of like talk to guys here and there, you know, whatever, kind of date here and there, but never, it was never nothing serious. It was never a relationship. It was never like, I was just kind of like talking to people here and there, but not even really just talking to people, right? Like, to be honest, like I just really wasn't, I was more to myself, but you know, I would, like I said, talk here and there, whatever. So, yeah, so he, asked me that question, where would I want to go? I said Hawaii. So his sister was a travel agent. So he had his sister like hook everything up, and well, he asked me, of course, like what dates would work for you, you know, to go on vacation. And I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Now, mind you, we hadn't done, it wasn't given none of that. Okay. So he was like, you know, yeah, what dates, you know, would be good for you. And we kind of put what he would be available to do and what I would be available to do. And we kind of set a date. And so I'm really initially like thinking, you know, bullshit. But mind you, once I tell the story about like how he pursued me and the things that he was doing before this, then, I mean, while I was still kind of side-eyeing, like, you know, it wasn't like impossibility, but I'm just thinking like, okay, he's really doing a lot at this point, all right? So, yeah, so whenever he said that, you know, he took my dates, he took his dates or whatever, we came up with an actual date, and he let his sister know, and like she put everything together. And so he like sent me over the itinerary or the, you know, the different whatever that she kind of put together, and was like asking me, you know, what I think about this and the resort and all of this. And I'm like, oh wow, like he's for real. So yeah, we started looking at that. Everything was cool. So we were set to go to, where was it, Maui? I think it was Maui. It was, I can't remember the exact city, but we were set to go. However, I am not getting the COVID. Ooh, I'm gonna have to bleep that out. I'm not getting the vaccine, right? Like, not doing it. And he hadn't either. So at that time, I don't know if it's still like this, but in order to go, you could go over there, but once you got there, you had to, if you weren't, you know, I don't know if I can say that. If you weren't vaccinated, then you would have to do the test or whatever. And then, you know, like the whole little thing, if you did so happen to have it, then you would have to quarantine for this long, and you couldn't come back to, you know, you couldn't go get back on the plane or whatever until you were cleared and all of this stuff. So we were like, we both decided together that we'd rather not even take that chance, because who wants to get over there and just so happen it be some mess, and you know what I'm saying? Who wants to go through all of that? So he asked me like, what other place would I like to go? Like my second favorite, or my second most ideal place within the U.S. that I would like to go. And it was Florida, because at this time I had never been to Florida. I'd never been to the beach. So Hawaii is my number one. Florida was my number two. Well, it was really kind of a tie between Florida and Kaale, because I've never been to Kaale. I've always wanted to go to California. But my brother was telling me like the beaches in California in comparison to like Florida beaches is nothing the same. Like the water, the ocean, all of that is way different. So, you know, we kind of talked about that or whatever. And so he had ended up suggesting Fort Lauderdale for, I think was it one of the Keys too? The Keys or Fort Lauderdale initially, but we ended up settling on Fort Lauderdale, right? So his sister goes back, you know, redoes everything, gets all of that set up, right? So now, mind y'all, while I'm excited about this trip because I've never been, right? And I mean, let's just be honest. Somebody is like, is doing this for me. So I have never been one to just have anybody just do shit for me like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was all exciting, but at the same time, I wasn't really into dude. Like, I wasn't into him. Like, even in his conversation was not even like, listen, it was like this, y'all. Check this out. Like, he was very savvy when it came to business stuff. I'm a business owner. So in terms of like he could have been my mentor. Like, he could have gave me gems and shit. Like, we could have been like business not associates, but you know, like a fellow entrepreneur that, if you're an entrepreneur, you know, in the world of entrepreneurship, you can get gems from everybody, and just having those connections and being able to talk business to people is, you know, that's like a gift in itself. Y'all, do I look crazy? That's a gift in itself. So it was kind of like that situation with him. But outside of that, like him on a personal level, like, I just wasn't really interested in. But because of the fact that he was so savvy entrepreneur wise, and he was like treating me right, let's just keep it a buck. He was treating me. I was trying to make myself like him, because I am not the type of person like I'm not a user, right? So by nature, like, you know how some people are like, oh yeah, he gonna do this, I'm gonna, you know, and keep it like that. Like, for me, I guess in order to make myself not feel bad or feel messed up, I was like trying to make myself actually like him. But in reality, like, I wasn't feeling him at all. You thought I was feeling you? Boy, you a munch. So check this shit out, y'all. Everything comes together. Like, I got my my hair done. I got my got me, like, you know, of course, my vacation fits, like all of that. Girl, Shein, okay, went to Shein, my favorite place, and got hella outfits, all of this, all of that, little shoes, swimsuits, the whole nine, okay, because I'm excited about this trip. Like, I'm gonna have fun, and I don't have to pay for nothing. Like, now let's be very clear though. One thing about it, I'm gonna have my own money. Like, so it'll never be a situation where if somebody wanted to act funny or try to, you know, pull a fast one, that I wouldn't be able to be like, bet, I'm good either way. So I have my own bag, right? But I know, like, I didn't know for a fact, but from what I had experienced with him, I didn't really have any doubts about, like, he was gonna handle shit, and he did. So so we ended up going on this trip. So we get on a plane. I'm not a big plane person. I don't like planes. I don't like it, but that was the way that we were going. So he ended up getting an Uber. It was early in the morning when we left. I want to say it was like 5 o'clock in the morning when we left for this trip, right? So we got an Uber and had the Uber come pick me up, dropped us off at the airport. You know, everything went normal. We went through TSA, all the things, cool. So I immediately started to feel like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really want you to touch me. I really don't want to, like, I'm just not feeling you on a personal level like that. And I'm just not feeling it, right? So, but I'm trying to keep myself in check because this man has planned it. But I'm trying to keep myself in check, right? Because this man has planned this. Like, he has spent his money, he has taken his time out to do this for me, with me, whatever. So I'm not going to be a bitch. Like, I'm not gonna sit up and act like no stinking ass bitch, because girl, get your life, okay? Because he didn't even have to do this, and you shouldn't let him do this. If you knew you wasn't feeling him like that, you should have said, nah, you good. But I didn't do that, right? So let's be accountable, because that's really what I should have did. I knew I wasn't feeling that man, so I should have clipped that shit from the moment that he said that, like, nah, I don't really want to, like, I do want to go to those places, but, I mean, maybe not say, but I don't want to go with you, but, you know, like, nah, you know, I'll go one day, but, nigga, not with your ass, because yuck. Like, it's not giving it. If we was going like as business partners or like, you know what I'm saying? Cool. But the fact that, no, like, I just wasn't feeling it. Okay. So, and it started to, y'all just listen. Okay. So, well, while it really started to hit me, like I said, I'm gonna be honest, like it wasn't really on my mind like that when shit was like leading up to, because I'm getting prepared, like I'm hyped up, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm excited. But once the reality came, like the day came, and like, you know, the Uber came, we riding in the Uber, like I'm just like I'm just not feeling it, right? So boom, like I said, through TSA, all the things, we get to the airport. Of course, we're sitting and waiting, and we just kind of like sitting there together. He wasn't overly, like, he wasn't overbearing, like he wasn't overly touchy-feely or nothing like that, but I just was not feeling the intimacy of it. Like, it's just me and you doing this, and I don't even like you for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't. And I think in the back of his mind, he probably knew that. He did know that too, because y'all, let me tell you, when I tell y'all this other story, you're gonna be like, girl, you was so dramatic, because I really didn't have to do all the shit that I did, okay? But I was really doing the extras because I was just trying to, I was dragging it, but I was fucking dragging it real bad. And he knew I was dragging it. I knew I was dragging it, but the drag continued. But however, we're gonna get back to the present. So we get on a plane. Of course, we're sitting next to each other, and I'm like, you know, doing little like snaps and stuff out the window and things like that. Not really trying to like engage with him. However, it really wasn't that serious, because I want to say most of the time, like, he was asleep most of that flight. So it really was like, okay. So when we get there, we get to the airport, and he has the Uber, you know, waiting. So the Uber comes and gets us, and all of that, you know, it's cool. It's just, you know, where you put my shit in the trunk, we get in the Uber, go to the you know, go to the thing or whatever, go to the hotel. Now let me tell y'all, this hotel was beautiful. It was right off the water. We were, I don't know how many floors up, maybe 10, 11, 12. It had a rooftop pool. They had a club, restaurants, all of that inside of bar. All of that was inside of the hotel itself. But our room had a nice big balcony that looked out over the water, like it was right off the water. So, or, you know, off the beach. So that was like, it was so beautiful. It was so, you know, it was so on point. Now, mind y'all, when he's booking the room and stuff, I'm like, make sure that it's 2 beds. Like, make sure that it's a double, because I don't want to, I didn't say because I don't want to be in the bed with you. Like, I don't want to have to sleep in the same bed with you, but that's what I was thinking. Like, make sure, like, we not, because, like, we both need our own beds. Like, it needs to be 2 queens or 2 twins, or, you know, 2 double, whatever, you know. And he like, yeah. Y'all, this right here instantly pissed me off, because when we went to go check in or whatever, the dude, he didn't think I heard him, but, you know, he was, because I'm trying to, like, make sure shit is what it is, because I was big on that, because I don't want to sleep in the fucking bed with you. Like, I don't want to do that, because, really, because I'm not feeling you like that. Like, I don't want to sleep in the fucking bed with you. I don't want to. Like, I don't want to. So that instantly made me get an attitude, because whenever we was, you know, checking in or whatever, he doing whatever he needs to do, blah, blah, blah. And so he like, yeah, the dude said that it was, there wasn't any more double beds. It was only queens. Mind you, this shit been supposed to been booked. It been booked. So you knew that already. Like, you didn't book a double. You booked a fucking queen, nigga. I'm not stupid. Or king, whatever side. You booked a 1 bedroom, okay? It was only 1 bed in that motherfucking hotel room, and you knew that shit. Like, you knew that shit, and you tried to fucking play me like a fucking bald head, but I'm not stupid, nigga. Like, come on now. Come on. Shit. Be fucking for real. That shit irritated me so bad, y'all, because first of all, you're not respecting my fucking boundaries, okay? We just started really talking or whatever. You decided you wanted to take me on this trip. You decided you want to do this, that, and the third. That don't mean that I have to do what you want me to do. Like, just because, like, that's why my mama always told me, like, be mindful of people that want to just do stuff for you, because usually when people do stuff for you, there are some genuine people that want to do things, because I'm like that. If I do something for you, I'm doing it because I want to do it. I'm not doing it because I'm expecting something in return, or I'm trying to have like something to hold over your head or control you with or throw up in your face or no shit like that. But a lot of people are that way. And my mama used to always tell me, like, be mindful of what you allow people to do for you, because a lot of times they have motives behind that. Like, so I was just thinking that, like, this nigga got me. He got me. Hold on, y'all. Let me put some other gloss on. Okay, y'all. So, boom. I'm instantly, like, irritated. Because it's one thing to be in the mind state of, okay, I'm going on a trip with this man. I'm really not feeling, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be in the same room together, but at least I will have my own space. I ain't had it. So, soon as he said that stupid shit, I was so, like, instantly, like, attitude. Like, but not, it was a very passive-aggressive attitude. I was just kind of like, I want to say either was I walking like slow behind him or in front of him or fast in front of him. It was one or the other, but like as we were going like to our room, like I didn't even want to, because I'm like, nigga, be fucking for real. Go find you somebody else to fucking play with, my nigga. Like, for real? You really did that? So, okay, boom. So we get to the room. We getting everything put up or whatever. And he's like, you know, like, what you want to do? You know, you want to, you want to eat or whatever. So, I had ended up changing my clothes and stuff. And we went and just walked down the, I was like, I just want to walk, you know, because I wanted to get the fuck out that room. Because I'm like, I do not want to be in the room with this nigga for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wasn't feeling it. Like, that shit instantly irritated me, like, to the full extent, like, of irritation, okay? So, to irritability, I was, like, extremely irritated. Now, mind you, we were going to be on this trip. This was it a Thursday? What? It might have been in the middle of the week. I want to say we were there for, like, from, like, maybe a Tuesday or Wednesday until, like, a Friday or something like that. So, it was something to that effect. Now, mind you, we're both business owners, so it ain't like, I mean, work don't never stop for real whenever you are a business owner. So it really wasn't, you know, like, it wasn't a big deal. So I want to say it was in the middle of the week or something like that, though, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, we get there and we are walking down, like, the boardwalk or whatever you want to call it. It has, like, the strip. I guess what you call it. It got strip. It has, you know, like, bars, stores, restaurants, all of that up and down, like, right outside where our hotel and shit was, you know. And, of course, right there is the beach. So, we didn't walk down to the beach that first day. Yeah, we didn't walk down to the beach that first day, I don't think. But I know when we very first got there, I just wanted to get the fuck out the room. So, I'm like, let's just walk, you know. So, we ended up walking down the strip or whatever. And just walking, peeping out the scenery, looking at the restaurants, so on and so forth. He was a vegan and I was like fake plant-based at the time. I ain't never been vegan. I don't agree with really like the vegan diet. I think that's like bullshit. No shade to the vegans, but I was more plant-based, but I was like fake plant-based because I would still eat like meat here and there. So girl, get your life. So, but I was plant-based, y'all. Just FYI, I was plant-based for about 2 years. So, on the Dr. Sebi diet. Well, I started out just being plant-based, and then I kind of transitioned over to Dr. Sebi's diet. Dr. Sebi's diet is like a lot more strict than just plant-based. So, it's like electric foods only type thing. So, I was there for 2 years, but at this time, I wasn't. Okay, so, we're walking down the strip or whatever, and we went to the store. That's what we were going to. We went to the store to get some water for the room or whatever. And there was a Walgreens, like, I don't know, several blocks up. Well, the shoes that I had on, like one of the little flip-flops, did I get those from, I don't know if I got them from like Ross or if I got those from, if I got them from Shein too. I can't remember, but they were like some little flip-flop sandals, but the flip the flop or whatever, the strap across the front, that plastic material, whatever, was so thick, like it was very uncomfortable, and it was like cutting into my skin. Like it was super, it didn't have enough like bend to it. So I ended up saying, you know, like, let's stop at one of these little shops so I can get some comfortable flip-flops, because this right here not gonna work for me. So we ended up stopping there, and in that same shop I have kids, so I had seen like some little t-shirts, you know, some little you know, knickknacks or whatever to bring back, for some souvenirs to bring back for my kids. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna grab this and that. Mind you, again, I got my own money, so I wasn't expecting him to buy this stuff. But he ended up, and of course, it's in a touristy area, so that shit was extreme. I want to say that shit with the shoes that I got, and then the stuff that I got my kids, it was like $100, easy. So he ended up paying for that. I was like, you know, thank you, whatever. But because I had all intentions on paying for that myself, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, he ended up paying for that, and we walked on down. I put my little shoes on, and we walked on down to the Walgreens or CVS or whatever it was, and we got some waters, and I got me some pistachios, because pistachios are my motherfucking jam, okay? So I got me some pistachios or whatever, and we're just kind of like marking like places like, okay, you know, we might want to eat here, whatever. And the crazy thing is, like, while we were out, like in nature, outside and shit, I was cool, because it was like, it wasn't intimate. But whenever we was up in that room, whenever we were like together, I was like, ew. You know what I'm saying? Like, ew, it's how I was feeling. But I wasn't trying to show that, of course. I'm not like, you know, well, it seeped out a couple times, but I wasn't trying to just be, you know, rude or disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? At all. Because that is not, I didn't want to give that, but that's just how I was feeling, like, especially the fact that we had to be in the same bed. Like, I just was not feeling that shit. I was not feeling that shit at the fuck all. So once we got back to the room, we put our waters up or whatever, and we trying to figure out like what we want to eat. So there was a vegan place it wasn't in the hotel, but it was like, I think it was in the hotel that was next to our hotel. It was like right across the street, so or right across the way, whatever. So we ended up going and eating at the little vegan spot. Cool little deal or whatever. So I'm just like, once we got back into the room, I'm like, you know, outside on the balcony, you know, just peeping the scenery or whatever. I ended up like leaving out the room. I did this shit every day that we were there, okay? But I ended up leaving around the room, just walking around, leaving out the room and just walking around by myself. And, you know, he would like text me, or, you know, like once I came back, like, where was you at? You know, what are you doing? Why you know, you all right? And blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. Like, I'm cool. I'm just, you know, peeping the scenery, doing my thing. Mind you, y'all, this ain't really far off from who I am in general, because I am a loner. So I don't mind. Like, I can go and walk around by myself, and it really generally not be anything wrong with me. Like legitimately, not generally. It legitimately not be anything wrong with me. Like, I just like to do my own thing, kind of, you know, just have my own space. But it was specifically like, it was running me off. Like, I was trying to run away. Like, you know what I'm saying? Low key. Like, trying to just get away. Like, ugh. Like, I don't even want to. And then, y'all, the thing about it, too, is I'm not going to ever, like, try to, like, control the way somebody dress or, the, you know, they style. Because we all got our own style. I'll say, if you ask me, I'll be like, no, you know, I don't like that. But, you know what I'm saying? I mean, because I'm going to dress how I like what I like. And I might ask you, do you think this is cute? If you think it's not cute, that don't mean that I'm not going to wear it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really asking you to pick out my outfit or determine what I'm going to wear. I mean, I may or may not. But I'm not going to not wear some shit just because. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't be trying to, like, control people's, you know, your style is your style. But, baby, his style was no style. And I'm just like, because it's nothing wrong with basic, but it's like there's a difference between somebody, because actually I in fact like simple, you know, like just simple jeans and a t-shirt, you know, but it's like how you put yourself together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you basic, but you tacky. Like, you look dusty. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you not dusty. Like, you got, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not poor, but you look poor. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to, oh, that sound fucked up. I might have to cut that out. You're not, like, you don't have to be flashy. You know what I'm saying? Like, flashy is not really my thing. I don't really like a flashy motherfucker. I like simple, nice, neat, clean, put together. But like being simple and tacky is just not giving. And it's like, why are you even dressed like this? Because you like, you're well off, but you dress like, and you know, I know that they say like people that have money, a lot of people that have money, they don't dress like with all of the brands and stuff. And that's why I'm saying, I'm not talking about brands, I'm just talking about neatness. You know what I'm saying? Like being neat. You ain't gotta go out and spend $1,000 on no outfit or no wild shit like that, or no $1,000 on no shoes or nothing crazy. You can get simple, a simple white tee and some jeans or some shorts and look neat. Like, it ain't got to be, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't giving that. It was giving very much tacky. Like, it was just tacky. It was just tacky. It was tacky. It was tacky. But that was, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's your style, whatever, whatever. I don't even give a fuck because I don't even, like, you. So, yeah, y'all. So, we ended up going to eat at that place. And I kind of just walked around. And I was out, like, kind of on the balcony or whatever, looking out. And just kind of taking in everything. And, you know, because at the end of the day, I was still grateful. And I made that clear to him as well. Like, you know, I appreciate you doing this, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, all of the things. Like, I appreciate, like, the experience. But I shouldn't have went on that experience with him. I did it for the wrong reasons. And for that, I'm really out of pocket, right? So, anyway, after I come back in, like, it's kind of getting late at this point. So, like I said, I'll kind of walk around the hotel or whatever. And so I'm just doing like little snap videos, you know, just, you know, whatever, doing my own thing. So, of course, it gets late. I'm tired. I'm sure he was tired too or whatever. And so we end up going to sleep, right? This is the first night. So the next day, y'all, we get up and we go have breakfast. And you know, it was, no, did he have room service that morning? No, we went to eat. And yeah, we got up, had, you know, whatever. Then, oh, hold up. So I'm a nighttime shower. Like, I don't like getting in the bed dirty. Like, that's just not my thing. I don't care where I'm at, what I'm doing. Like, I want to take a bath before I go to bed. I want to take a shower before I go to bed. So, y'all, the way that this room was set up, the shower was in the middle of the fucking room. Like, it wasn't a bathroom where, like, this looked like a lover's, if I would have been with my man, or if I would have been with somebody that I actually like, that shit would have been lit, right? Because the room was like a lover's room. Like, the shower was like in the middle of the room, but it was like glass though. Like, it was see-through, but it had like a little like fog or whatever to it, so you couldn't see directly to it, but you could see the silhouette. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't even very much sexy. It could have been very sexy if, you know what I'm saying? But no. So I was irritated by that too. Y'all, can't believe I forgot about that. So yeah, when I'm getting ready to get in the shower, I'm like, you know, I'm like, don't be looking at me. Like, it's getting weird. Don't fucking be looking at me, whatever. And so, yeah, I shower, we get in the bed next day. When we getting up, I'm lotioning up or whatever. And he's like, let me, I was finna put my sandals and stuff on. And he was like, you know, let me lotion your feet or whatever for you and put your, you know, top your sandals for you, blah, blah, blah. So snap your sandals. You know, it had the little like thing where you push it through the little clip and then you got to pull it back, clip it in the hole, and then push it back through the little slot or whatever. Okay, that is the kind of sandals that I had on. So that particular day. And so, and I had a little halter top. You know what? I could insert pictures because I have pictures from this still. I might insert some pictures. Maybe I'll do it in the end, or I might just throw it in the middle or somewhere, whatever. So I had this little halter top on with some flowered shorts that matched. Like, the halter top was black, but it was trimmed in like flower that matched the flower in the shorts. So super duper cute. So this is what I had on that day or whatever. And so he's like, no, that's not what I had on that day. I don't think. I think this day was the day that we ended up going. It was. So this day, no, I had on a like one of them strap, like where the strap is just on one side and then the other side is like a tube top. I had, and it was a crop top shirt, and then I had on these shorts that were made out of like not a satin material, but like that lightweight, I don't know what that material is called, but it was like a pant material, and the shorts fit kind of loose, but you know, your girl got some cake or whatever, so I got like cake and thighs, so it was still fitting, but it wasn't like tight fitting jean shorts, nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so boom, it was given that, and yeah, and I had on them brown sandals, I think. However it went, y'all, he was like rubbing my legs, like with, you know, lotioning up my legs and shit, and I'm just thinking, hurry the fuck up. Like, please hurry the fuck up. Like, I didn't want to be rude, like, no, I got it. You know what? I want to say I did say that at first. Like, oh, no, I got it. You know, no, thank you. And he was like, no, let me do that. Yeah, that's how that went. He was like, no, let me do it, you know, blah, blah. And I'm like, all right. Like, irritated as fuck, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I said I got it, but damn. I don't want to just be, because I'm already, listen, that night, I was like, on my side, like, sir. You know what I'm saying? Like, that night, I'm like, you know, like my side of the bed. Like, don't come over here, don't let your leg touch my leg, my side. Like, I didn't want none of that. I didn't want none of it. Do you hear me? So yeah, this is the next day, getting up. He did that whole little situation, called the Uber. No, because we went to breakfast. And then I want to say we rode bikes this day. We rode, because he had rented the little bikes. We had rode the bikes or whatever. That was this day. We didn't go to the, it was the following day we did that. So yeah, we rode bikes this day. We went over to the beach. And he kind of got irritated with me because I really wasn't fucking with him. Like, I wasn't, y'all, when I tell you I was not fucking with this man, I was not fucking with this man, like, at all. And he was like getting irritated, and he had said something, I can't remember exactly what he said, y'all, and I don't want to just make no shit up, but he pretty much was like peeping the energy, because it was very standoffish. It was very much, I don't want to fuck with you. It was very much, I really would rather have been on this trip by my motherfucking self. Like, it was giving all of that. So while we was at the beach, like, he was like really, like, you know, like he had got, you know, a little stinking ass mood or whatever, which rightfully so, because I wasn't feeling him. Like, he wasn't wrong, you know what I'm saying? I'm not feeling you. So I you know, I try to be like a little nice, a little more like engaging or whatever, but it was really fake, because I was only doing that because I knew that I was wrong for how I was acting. I wasn't doing it because I was actually like feeling him, you know what I'm saying? So you know, it makes him feel a little bit better or whatever while we at the beach. He wasn't a water person. I am, so I'm like in the water, you know, I'm outside with it. So he wasn't really feeling that or whatever. He was kind of like just up, like he was taking pictures of me and shit like that. So yeah, I was having a ball, like in terms of like taking myself out of the idea that I'm here with him, like supposed to be on this fake vacation type of thing, and it just being a time of me like taking in this new experience, because I had never been to Fort Lauderdale before, never been to the beach before. So I'm just like taking all of that in and just having, you know, like trying to stay in that mental space and enjoy, you know, make the best of it in that sense. So after we leave the beach, of course, I come back, I shower again. Now this, he pissed me the fuck off. Was it this time? It was this time, because I'm like, what the fuck? Like, nigga, you know what? I've been talking for 45 minutes almost. I'm gonna wrap this up and I'm gonna do a part 2. I'm gonna come back with a part 2. But when we got back from the beach, I'm gonna say this. When we got back from the beach, I was taking a shower, you know, getting all of that sand off me, all of the things. Y'all, why the fuck this man try to come up to like the door? He was acting like he was trying to say something or something, but he pissed me the fuck off, because give me my mother 50 feet, nigga. 50 fucking feet. Don't come over to this shower like that, because I'm not fucking with you. I didn't say that, but that is what it was giving. So y'all, this night, it's some stuff that leads up to this night, but this night, I'm gonna tell y'all. So stay tuned for part 2. I don't know what I'm gonna title this yet, but Baecation, horror Baecation, the vacation from hell, vacation gone wrong. Part 1 is concluded. Come back for part 2. Peace, love, and light. Y'all have a good one. Bye.